Hey, it's H here. Today we're taking a look at technical analysis for SP500 with Elliott Wave Theory. Before getting into the analysis itself, I wanted to let you know that I have a Patreon where you can find Elliott Wave basics course, access to weekly live streams and more. Thank you for your support. Let's get into the analysis next. Starting here on 30-minute time frame and looking at this structure that we had on Friday and of course the whole structure as a whole. So what we had previously as a possibility was that we had a 5-way structure coming down from the highs as a potential start of something. In here, the next structure that we've had for quite a while now has been very sideways, so the expectation was that we're going to be raiding some of the liquidity from up here or from here. Again, this was the same concept that I had for the Dow Jones video, so if you don't take a look at the other indices, just compare them to the SP500 at least. The concepts are very much the same, and very often they are very same structures, even though one of the extensions might be different on some of the other indices. But again, definitely keep an eye on them as they are very similar. Now, overall on this count, we had the idea of having this as a 3-way structure into higher degree or microwave A, then wave A of sub-micro here. And if we are thinking this as a 5-way structure coming down as an impulse move, then this whole thing is invalid because we have taken out the highs here, basically the origin of this wave A. So this is no longer possible. So if we still want to keep this as a possibility, we have to be thinking that this here is a 3-way structure, or that this structure is something like this. Indeed, and this A wave is a 3-way structure into these lows or something else. Not very pretty, but this is still possible. We're going to be needing to look at this structure, well, what comes next, if this is going to be having this kind of possibility at all. If this is turning into a 5-way structure, we could be still looking at this as a expanded flat structure, where this instead of being a 5-way structure would be a 3-way structure. I know it is very hard to put labelings in here. Maybe one of these small consolidations here is the wave B, and then another 5-way structure for that C, but again, it is much less likely than having this as a 5-wave. But overall idea would be that we are getting C, potentially raiding the lows here, and again, getting everybody who is a breakout trader trapped here on that short trade before getting that liquidity from the shorts to move the price up higher and creating this larger ABC structure, again, probably raiding these highs again before continuation to the downside. That is very common, so don't let that idea get out of your head. That is definitely a possibility. The other one which I played was more of this kind of, where we had this as the 5th wave instead of the A wave. Again, I feel like this is more likely now, since we have now taken out the highs here already, because again, we can't have this as a start of something. It is an end of something, end of this 5-way structure here. Although we don't have that divergence between the 3rd and 5th that we seek, the structure looks better with this as is. Now the structures as in the form of potential wave 2 here, or wave B downwards. So this structure over here has the potential of having this as 3, this as 3, and then 3 wave up. Now the reason why I don't expect this to be a C wave here is because, again, the structures or the retracement that we have from this original wave W, we are right around the golden pocket. We don't even get to the beyond the 786, and not even to the 854 retracement, which would be the qualification for a flat structure. So that's why the expectation here is an ABC. Again, depending on what kind of structure we are going to be getting from here, whether it's a 3-way structure or if we are just going to do this, something like that, we might need to be looking into the count again. This again is very not looking too pretty. Again, if we are comparing this as a potential 3-way structure, could we have it like this? There is definitely a possibility for that. We are right around the 1.6 minute extension already, so that is kind of large for any kind of a 3-way structure, as in the form of zigzag already. So I don't really want to see us going much further than that. If we do, then we might need to be changing the local structures here. Overall idea is still the same, where we are looking for this structure here to correct whatever this was. In my opinion, a clear 5-way structure, retracement and continuation to the downside. I'm already short from here, the area that I had marked here was an order block which I took the trade from. We did miss the one-to-one extension of this WXY, but I generally, if I'm at the computer, I do take or I front run these levels, just because again that is very often that happens, that front run. Also, what we had here was a 38.2 retracement, which is definitely the smallest retracement that we would like to see overall. So I'm just covering my back if indeed in this scenario this could be turning into something like this instead of what I had here as the inform of the wave X. So if this is a W, X and Y like so, and we just rip through here, I would be in this structure coming down. If this indeed turns into a proper three-way move, I'm probably exiting in my short here, looking for that long setup again to create this potential ABC structure or a WXY, whatever it's going to be turning into, and then looking for shorts again somewhere higher here. At that point again, we would need to be looking at the extension targets of this AB and then comparing it to that C wave here. If we go well beyond this order block that we have here around 39.40, then we don't really have a very clear structure that could hold us for that long. The next one would be all the way up in here, 39.97 to 39.82, which would be around the 0.5 retracement as well. So if we break through this, then I think that would be the area of next interest. But I think that is both the scenarios that I'm looking at. The variations vary quite a bit depending on what kind of structure we're going to be getting here, or if we're just going to be ripping up higher, then I'm of course going to be stopped out in the short position and looking for the structures, what it's going to be forming, and shorts up in here downwards. As we are again on these smaller or very much shorter retracement levels, I'm not going to be putting my stop loss all the way up in here because the risk to reward here is not that great. Again, we don't know if this is an A, B and C, or whether it's an wave 1, 2 and continuation to the third wave. So that is the reasonings behind these counts and the reasons why I'm in shorts already. But again, if you made it this far into the video, again, I would appreciate the likes. Link to my free Discord server in the description below, and for now I thank you for watching and hope to see you on the next video. Bye bye.